Welcome to another episode of Undercooked Creepypasta. There is a full moon out tonight. It's extremely bright. That moon is ready for some really bad creepypastas, best served raw. I'm wearing shorts right now. My knee is digging into the grass. I'm having to kneel down for this shot, and I am extremely allergic. Well, can't say I didn't touch grass, but at what cost? Let's just get into the damn pasta already, okay? Okay, let's just get into the pasta.
One night I was really bored. I had nothing to do, so I put on my TV. I took control and set me on the couch. I could not find a good program, so I thought I would go to bed. I could put on my PlayStation 3, but the only two games I had were a few Call of Duty games and Tekken Tag Tournament. Wait a minute. You said you only have two games, but you have a few Call of Duty games? You want to run that by me one more time? Anyway, a few Call of Duty games and Tekken Tag Tournament. Second, I really had no desire to play games, has reached the judgment, so I went into my room and would sleep when I saw the Mario toy that I had found at a garage sale. It reminded me that I had a GameCube in the attic. I opened the door to the attic and climbed up, lit the lamp, and started looking for my old console. This is going to be a very confusing read because there are run-on sentences out the ass, so just bear with me here. After about 10 minutes, I find a cardboard box, and on it stood the GameCube with accessories. I took down the box and packed it up. I found many games I remember that I had played when I was younger, but what caught my attention was Mario Sunshine. I brought the game and the console and connected up it to my TV. Oh my god! I brought the game and the console and connected up it to my TV. There. I'm reading it word for word, warts and all, damn it. I was worried that it would not work for the console was so dusty, but when I started it worked fine, except that it sounded a bit more than what I remember it would, but it did nothing. The well-known Mario Sunshine title appeared on the screen before I played. I ran into the box and dug out my memory card so I could play the same track that so many years ago. I pushed in the memory card and started on the console, but all the saves were completely empty and had 0 stars. I did not care so much, I just started. There was no cutscene at the beginning, but just went straight to the game. But then something strange happened. When I tried to move Mario, came up a text that read game over, and after that I came to the menu again, the same thing happened. I would just turn off the console, but then it came up a text and it stood, "Do not turn, you will regret it!" Exclamation point. I got scared, so I turned off the console, but the game did not shut. It got a new text. It said, "You cannot win." It stood for about 10 seconds, and then I saw Mario on the screen and strangled Peach. Mario just looked at me. Peach then started asking Mario for mercy. She then started screaming in panic when Mario started to smile at me. Peach spat out blood, and then there was the screen black. Whew, this is a tough one. I could not move. I was frozen with fear and shock. After 5 minutes, I was able to touch me. I was able to touch me. No. Hands off. I noticed how sweaty I had become of fear, so I decided to take a shower. I had showered in a few minutes. It became current interruption. Everything became dark and the shower stopped working. I took a towel, dried myself, and would go to the cabinet, but I saw that from another room came a light. It was the room I had my TV in. I walked into the room and my TV was obviously on. On the screen I saw Yoshi. He laid down on the ground in muscle cramps. I know that feeling. On the floor and muscle cramps. You turn on your TV, you turn on your GameCube, fire it up for some Mario Sunshine, and all of a sudden Yoshi's on the floor and muscle cramps. He rolled over and vomited up a yellow and red pine. Yoshi's mouth began to move, and he said with a silent and painful voice. Silent voice? Really? You would not have turned, just do as he says. Then there was a black screen and a text which it stood. We told you to change your mind. The next time it gets worse. Then it popped up a demonic face of Mario with no eyes and a sick twisted demonic smile. Then I saw myself from behind like there was a camera behind me, and behind is randomly capitalized for some reason. I turned around but no one was there. Then I looked at the screen again. It was like someone had a webcam on the forehead camera bobbing up and down like that with the camera ran. Fuck! I saw how he ran into my room and sat on the bed. I turned off my TV and ran into my room. On the bed sat my Mario toy, but now it was not a nice smile like before, now had the same demonic face on my television. I fell down on the floor with fear and shock in muscle cramps. No, not really. I just threw that one in there because muscle cramps. I fell down on the floor with fear and shock. I took Mario toy and Super Mario Sunshine game and they threw in the woods. It may have been my imagination, but I thought I saw a figure with a red hat and red clothes who was watching me behind a tree. I went back into the house and looked at the clock. I saw that it was 12:30. I went into my room and fell asleep. I woke up at 12 by the doorbell rang. I thought it was strange that someone rang so late, but I went and opened the door. There was no one there, but it's in a box. I took no thing. I took no thing. On the box it said, "From Mario." I opened the box. There was Mario toy that I have just thrown away and a Mario disc, but it was not Super Mario Sunshine. Instead, it was Mr. Bloodshine. And during the game, there was a note on it, was what we said, it will get worse. Can someone get me a fucking gold medal for the spoken deliberately bad grammar Olympics or some shit? Cause that was painful. Listen, I already suffer from some mild dyslexia, but having to read every single word and speak it out deliberately poorly, that's like, these are always the ones that put my brain into fucking overdrive. I think this is one of those pastas where it's like, I don't need to recap and highlight everything that is bad, because I already did that while reading it. If you read it along with me, you would see why it's bad. It's not scary, it's cliche as all hell, and the grammar is just god-awful. It's like someone threw it into Google translated into 5 other different languages before translating it back to English. Putting it into the shitometer, that's a straight 0. That's a 0 out of 5 dog shits, which really doesn't even make any sense. My metric makes no sense, because you think the more dog shits there are, the shittier it is. But no, I'm a dumbass, alright? I'm a dumb ass. Dumb with an ass at the end. Dumb ass. And that's what we gotta go with. So, after that little crash out, I'm gonna end this episode. This was Undercooked Creepypasta. It will get worse. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I sure as hell didn't. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below seeing if you could salvage this piece of shit, because I can't salvage this. There's no way this could be salvaged. It needs to be wadded up and shoved up the ass. I'm gone. Have a good one, everyone.